Good morning. Mindful Monday on a Tuesday this week, Tuesday, January 19th, and I hope you all had a wonderful day off yesterday in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I will continue lessons about Dr. King this week. We missed a few of those last week with our days off from the windstorm, and I hope that today finds all of you with your power restored. It's hard to be without power, and I was one of the lucky ones because I have an old house that I still have heat even when I don't have power. And but I know a lot of people were pretty miserable and cold, and it's hard. There's some suffering in that, and it's really challenging. But I hope everyone has that restored, and so glad to be back at school on Friday and back with you again today, whether you're at home or here at school. Starting back with our third graders this week, which is so exciting and really something to celebrate. So I want to start this week with a quote from Dr. King. It's one of his really simple quotes, and I think it's very relevant to the time that we're in right now. And the quote is, "I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear." And we think about hate, it can be something that we hold in our hearts as a negative feeling about anything. It could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be self-directed, it could be other-directed. It might take the form of words when we are actually angry enough at someone to say, "I hate you." And we always feel terrible after we say something like that. I know we all do. And sometimes controlling those big feelings is very, very challenging. So turning that into love is the challenge. I've decided to stick with love. And hate is a huge burden to carry. It weighs on our hearts. And again, it can be in lots of different forms. It can be anger, it could be sadness, it could be jealousy. And sometimes we act that out, sometimes we direct it at ourselves. But when we notice it and name it as, oh, what is this big heavy feeling? That feels like jealousy. And then we can decide what to do with it. And we can use our superpower, our breath, to help us manage it. So we'll start with our 3 deep breaths together. Get into your comfortable seated position, and we'll fill up our lungs with a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. So again, having a reflection on what sometimes that anger and hatred or those heavy feelings feel like inside. And we know that those are dark, those are really heavy, and they really weigh on us, weigh on our hearts. But we can let those things go by naming them and letting them go with our breath. So using your superpower, you can all do it. And sometimes we just need a little reminder of how to do it. So stick with Dr. King's wisdom. I've decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. In our lessons this week, we're going to do some artwork. Big surprise, right? With some of Dr. King's messages. A really simple one that we're going to do is just a drawing of Dr. King, and I have a video tutorial of this. And then some of his words, some word banners behind, and some artwork to decorate that. I have a dream. Love is greater than hate. Courage, peace. Only love can drive out hate. The time is always right to do what is right. So using some of Dr. King's wisdom about friendship and about hope and about honesty. And then here's another one that we will do in classrooms where we have kids together in person. So each classroom will get to do this activity as we move into the next few weeks as kids start to come back. Third graders this week. We can't wait to see you. So excited that our school is starting to fill up, and that soon, hopefully, we'll all be here together. So again, just reflecting on Dr. King's message as we move into the week. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Asking for help when you need help managing those big feelings, and just focusing on the good and using your breath. So I look forward to seeing you all this week, and happy Tuesday.